There are benefits of making the transition to being a test optional admission school. It will increase your enrollment. The opportunities are available to increase your enrollment, increase the population of minority students, increase international students, increase the amount of applications you receive, as well as it can be a great marketing initiative for your institution. With there being benefits, there also are criticisms affiliated with making the transition to being a test optional school. There's the opportunity to improve your U.S. News and World Report. Students with high test scores submit college entrance exams versus students with lower test scores not submitting college entrance exam scores. There's an increase the reported college entrance exam scores. There's opportunities for the results improving the appearance of being a highly selective institution and strong academics because these institutions admit the same amount of the students that they have been admitting, but the application pool is larger. A lower acceptance rate is one measure used by magazines, students, and admissions counselors to gauge the academic quality of an institution. Another criticism is using the SAT and high school grade point average are beneficial to decrease the disparities for students who have inverse relationships between their SAT and high school GPA. Challenges of going test optional: increase in applications equals a need for more admissions counselors or evaluators because you're going to have a lot more workload that is going to need to be completed, and your current staffing may not be able or adequate to handle the workload that comes with making the initial transition of going test optional. Messaging, and more messaging. Institutions must be strategic when transitioning to test optional admissions. Without that messaging and being able to communicate to prospective students or the faculty and staff, there is that opportunity for strong criticism to take place. So make sure messaging, it's important to make sure messaging is sound. More labor, more staff, and more work hours. More hours worked frequently beyond the typical work hours will also are also a part of challenges of going test optional. Opportunities for pushback from alumni, loss of donors, requires a closer examination of admissions application. That is definitely a challenge of going test optional. Developing an effective implementation process for transitioning to test optional. Since an institution will be reviewing students for admissions differently, there's going to need to be a change in how documents are processed and marked and different things like that. So the implementation process is really important when transitioning to test optional admissions. And there can also be resistance from campus faculty and staff as well when making the transition, or even while you're a test optional institution. Well, this leads to the conclusion of the PowerPoint presentation of I Am Not My Test Score. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to check out the link on Act Out Against SAT. It's a great video that really brings to life criticisms from a high school student at the time about the SAT and ACT. Thank you for watching my video.